my aircon. It is really hot. So those of for those for wow, great start. For those of you who don't know, I live in Brisbane, Australia, and it is summer and it's really hot, especially in Brisbane, Queensland, where I'm currently living in. I don't really say I'm from here. Like, I am from here, but I moved up here a few years ago. So I just wanted to go live today because this is a really great way to make videos, just going live, and I don't have to edit anything, and it's, yeah. So I just thought, yeah, you know what, I'm going to go live today and just talk about weight loss, talk about whatever. If anyone joins, that's just going to be a bonus. I wonder if I can like this video. I don't think I can. No, it's not really working for me. Anyway, but if you're watching this after I go live, welcome to the video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So I'm on a journey to lose. I'm actually on a journey to lose how much? 55 55 kilograms in total. So far I've lost 25 kilos and I've got another 30 to go. I actually just weighed myself on the weekend and I weigh 86 kilograms. I thought I was hovering around 85, but I think over Christmas, I think I have put on more than I thought. So I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest. Yeah, because I actually don't own scales. I just decided not to. Over the last 4 years I've lived here, I just haven't bothered to get scales. I just figure well, my parents have a set of scales at their place, so I'll just weigh myself when I'm over there, just every now and again, when I'm there. So there's no need for me to do it. And if I do buy scales, then I think it's tempting to weigh yourself every day, if you've got scales. And I used to be like that. I used to be kind of bad with that. I would weigh myself way too much, and I'd be say weighing myself every second day. But at the moment I'm pretty good, and I don't do that. But I think if I did actually own scales, then what if I did do that? And that would be really annoying. It just makes the process, it makes the weight loss journey and process really slow and awful, because you're always looking for that validation from the scales when it's especially at the start. I think it's best to just focus on the habits. Obviously, for me, because I'm so far into the journey and I feel like I've lost a significant amount of weight. To me, 25 kilos, that's a significant amount. And ultimately I want to get to 55 kilos. So when I get to my goal, that's going to be 55 kilos, which is crazy, because I started at 110 and I want to get to 55. So that would be half my weight, which is insane. So I would lose actually 50% of my body weight if I can get to that 55 kilos goal. Hopefully I will. I like to say when I get to, instead of or if I get to it. I like to say when I get to this goal, because I think it's about that manifesting. I'm not super into manifesting, but I like to think of it as yes, I am doing this, or yes, that when that does happen. I just like to use that kind of language. That's just me though. I'm just sort of moving the aircon around because I'm sort of pointing it at my face, and then I put my arm up, and then my arm gets really cold. Anyway, that's all good. But I don't know, I probably look so red right now. Hopefully I don't, but it's just that it's really hot, and because in the office it's quite cold because the air's on. So I've actually got a big cardigan. I've got two big cardigans in the office. I just keep them there so that when it is really cold, when the aircon's on, I can just rug up and get all cozy with my cardigan. But then I come outside and it's so hot and sunny. So, and then the car was super, super hot. So, but it's quite nice in here now. The air's only been on for 10 minutes, but it's a lot nicer now. So that's good. But yes. So that's kind of how I'm going at the moment. I'm a little bit disappointed, not going to lie, a little bit disappointed when I got on the scales on the weekend, 86 because I was thinking I was starting this year at around 85, which is sort of I guess it's around 85. It's not like that's a lot worse than 85, but I was just really disappointed. And I just feel like lately I've been doing pretty good. I honestly feel like the last couple of weeks, because over Christmas I wasn't too bad. Like I certainly wasn't like binging or anything like that. I wasn't going over the top at all, I don't think, but I was definitely indulging. I was definitely treating myself. And that's okay, but for me, it's kind of not okay. Like if I was doing really well, like all year, and then I had that kind of, festive season, that would be totally fine, not a problem. But I'm not doing super well because I'm stuck around 85 kilos right now. And I was stuck around like 80 kilos, and like I was like plateauing around 80, like I was just under 80, and that was really frustrating. But now it's like I'm back up to like, well, 86, not 85, but I'm back up, 5 kilos or so. And it's just, yeah, it's really, really frustrating. But I think like for me, like that's why I'm like, okay, I really need to like push harder. I really need to put like more effort in and actually try harder, because if I'm not going to put the effort in, then the weight's going to come off. Like nothing's going to happen. Like I need to actually like make a change and make a significant change. So the one thing this is kind of how my routine's going at the moment. I was doing pretty good. Like by the end of the year, I was doing pretty well with like going for walks and stuff. But in my previous video, I mentioned how like I injured my back again. So stupid, but I injured my back again, and so ever since then, I've just stopped walking, and I haven't been doing daily walks. I do go for a walk like here and there. I do go for a walk. Like I think it was Sunday. I think, yeah, Sunday night. Yes, I went for a walk just because I didn't plan on doing it. I just was like kind of feeling a little bit down Sunday afternoon, and I was kind of doing something, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for a walk. Like there's still some light left. I'm going to go for a walk. So I went off for a walk, just my usual lap around the block. So it's about half an hour, which is great. And I actually did like, I think it was like 6,500 steps, which, that used to be kind of normal for me to be doing that many steps. But lately that's actually pretty good, which is freaking embarrassing. But yeah, because like lately I've just been, yeah, like hardly doing anything. Like there will be some days I might do like 5,000 or maybe more than that when we go to like the shops. It's super easy to get heaps of steps in when we go to the shops or go to the supermarket. But yeah, unfortunately, I've been so bad with that. So it would be good to start going for walks in the morning. So that's kind of one thing. Like even last night, I was thinking to myself, oh, I really need to start going for walks, like especially in the morning, because as I was saying, like it's summer here, it's so hot, and because usually on my breaks I like to go for a walk. So and because I'll just go like around, work. I'll just like walk somewhere and I'll find some shade, and I sort of have a spot where I go. But because it's summer, it's just so hot and there's hardly any shade. And also, I'm a bit concerned, like this particular area where I started walking, I'm a bit concerned that I'm going to run into a snake there because it's quite like a long grass and there's like hedges and stuff. So I'm a little bit worried. I have seen a lizard there a couple of times, which is obviously not a problem. But if there's lizards there, then there might be snakes. So that's why I'm like, oh, I really don't want to I don't want to have to worry about that. Like it's kind of annoying. But so there's a few reasons why I don't want to go for walks on my lunch break. It's like the heat, the sun, my walking area is not great. So it's kind of just not the great time for walks at lunchtime, basically. But yeah, so I'm thinking like I'm going to start getting into the habit of going for walks in the morning again. That habit of going for a walk in the morning was so ingrained in me. It was just so like I just did it, and I just need to like get back into that habit of like, okay, it's time to go for a walk, like let's go, let's do this. And that's kind of the only bit of like if anyone was like thinking, oh, how do you get into that habit of like, actually going for a walk? I think honestly, like one day I just, because I was like, oh, I really want to go for a walk in the mornings. Like I just want to. I just started, I think it was like one morning where I was like, okay, well, I just have to do it. Like I'm not going to just magically start doing it without any effort. Like I just have to do this. So one day I set the alarm, and because a lot of the time I'll set an alarm and I just kind of snooze, 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 because it's like I know that I actually don't have to get up at that particular time. If I get up at the time I should be getting up, then I can do like this, this, this. But if I snooze, I can still do this, which is kind of the thing I have to do. But these kind of extras where it's like nice to haves kind of thing. But maybe it's sort of, you have to turn those nice to haves into must do's. And that's kind of the trick, is to be like, no, I have to change my way of thinking to like, this has to be done. This is not just a nice to have. This is not an option. This is like, I have to do this. And yes, but no, I do really miss going for a walk in the mornings. I just like, I actually really miss like how cool it is usually in the mornings, but obviously now it's just not. Like honestly, like it is just always hot. It's always hot, and overnight we'll have the air cons on like all night, because it's just, I need to have the air cons on. Like I can't sleep when it's hot. It's just freaking gross. So unfortunately, that's just me. But yeah. Anyways, but that's all I can really think of. Like I did weigh myself, because I just happened to drop in at my parents on the weekend. Just went over to their place, so I thought, oh, let's take this opportunity to weigh myself. So that, I was so disappointed. But that's okay. That's all right. I am trying to limit carbs and processed food at the moment, and just being really mindful of what I'm eating. I don't write what I eat down every single day, but I do like to write it down at the end of the day. I have like a day per page diary this year. So it's just nice to spend some time like with my diary and like writing down, my thoughts, or like, just anything that I'm like maybe wanting to think about for that day. Obviously it's just nice. I like that. I'm a diary person. I like to have a diary or a planner and just to write things down. So that's been really good to take the time to just write down like, okay, like what have I actually had? And I'm not tracking I'm not tracking I'm not tracking calories at the moment. I just got really distracted because like my phone has connected to this video for some reason, which is weird. It's like active call, and I'm like, I'm not on a call right now, but I don't know. The car thinks I'm on a call, which is weird. But yeah, so I am like aware of the calories I'm eating. I am kind of writing down what I'm eating, but I'm not like full on counting calories. I'm not like full on like, okay, I've had a grape. How many calories is that? Or I've had like this meal. Like, let me work out all the calories for every single ingredient. I I could not be bothered. I might do that one day. I might in the future, maybe, but I could not be bothered doing that. Um, I don't think, honestly, actually, I don't think I will do that in the future, actually, to be honest. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to track calories, because it's just too much effort. The most I'll do, and I don't even do this every single day, but the most I'll do is I'll write down what I've eaten that day, and then I'll have this sort of like, I'll just estimate how many calories was in each thing. So, like yesterday, for example, I had a coffee, and I have this coffee like every single day, and in my head I just kind of work it out, and I'm like, oh, it's about 100 calories, because it's got some milk, it's got some of this, like, it's like a one of those like sachet things. It's so yum. It's like hazelnut. It's so good. I have that. So I just think, oh yeah, that's about 100 calories because of the milk and the sachet. And then I have I'm having lunch for this week every day is chili con carne. And in my head, I'm like, well, it can't be more than 500 calories. Like, it's got to be like 400. It just can't. Like, I'm just thinking, like, oh, the size of the serving. I'll actually show you. I'll show you because I was trying to eat this whole thing before. My phone is getting so hot. I feel so bad. It's like freaking hot as hell. I was trying to finish this before I actually went to lunch, but this is my lunch. So it's chili con carne. So yum. It is so delicious. So it's got beef mince, and now my fork is all dirty, but that's fine. It's got like beef mince, black beans, and I just make it the same every single time. Corn. I like to add corn because it's just like the sweetness is just nice. I like it. And yeah, it's just tomato and onion. Like it's so easy to make. Like it's nothing, but I also add capsicum because I have some capsicums in the fridge, and a lot of the time I don't add capsicum because capsicums often are too expensive, and I just can't. I'm not gonna. Yeah, they're too expensive to buy. It's so yummy. And a lot of the time I'll make kind of like a burrito bowl. Like I'll bring Greek yogurt, and that's kind of like my sour cream, and then I'll bring in some avocado and jalapenos. Oh my god, I forgot to add my jalapenos. How stupid. I actually did. Oh no, I don't have them here because they're in my lunch bag thing. That's funny. But yeah, I like to do that, but haven't been doing that. Sometimes I do bring in Greek yogurt, but so far this year I haven't bought an avocado because avocados are too expensive. Oh my god. It's really nice. I like to do fresh tomato. I just think it like cooks so much nicer and tastes so much better when it's fresh tomato. It doesn't really matter. I don't know. I wouldn't. It's not even. It doesn't even necessarily. I just like to use fresh tomato. I think it's just nicer. I don't know, something about it. It's like, ooh, it's so much better with fresh tomato. It's just canned tomato. Sorry for talking with my mouth open. I actually didn't plan on eating on camera, but because I brought it with me because I'm like, oh, I can't finish it in time. I gotta go. This is live. I scheduled it for 2. Gotta hurry up. It's so good. And like, I'm not even like super fussy on like what type of beans. I just get black because I'm like, oh yeah, like black beans. That's what you're meant to use. Who cares? But so good. The only thing I can't subscribe to, when it comes to like being healthier, making a healthy swap, is extra lean or lean beef mince. Like lean mince or extra lean, no. Like I've tried several times to use lean mince. No. It just cooks weird. It's weird. You need the fat in the mince to cook nicely. Maybe I will try it again. Maybe I will try it when I'm like, okay, I really need to push myself more. Like I need to be eating or really restricting my fat intake or calorie intake or whatever. Maybe I will try it again. But seriously, no, I can't do lean mince. It's just weird. No. It's just so much easier to get like a yummy flavor. Yeah. And even like full cream milk. For ages I was drinking full cream milk and I wasn't switching to light milk or skim milk. But recently I did switch to light milk because I'm like, okay, well, I guess maybe if it is less calories and less fat, then I should do that. Like it's pretty easy to do that. So I did end up doing that. But still, like if I'm out at a cafe and they ask me, oh, what kind of milk? And I'm like, oh, I guess light. And then they're like, oh, so sorry, we're out of light milk. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, I don't care. Because it's like, who cares? Or maybe if they're just like, oh, it was full cream, okay? And I just, yep, whatever, yep. Because, like, I'm not that fussed. And I hardly ever go for like takeaway coffee. Like I hardly ever order coffee out. I always make my own coffee because I'm just never in. I never go out to get coffee with people. I haven't done that for years. I used to do that with my nan. I haven't actually done that for years. But if I actually no, I have done that. No, sorry, I have done that a few months ago. Whoops. Anyways, but yeah. So I've been going for 20 minutes, which is pretty good. So I guess I'll wrap it up. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I haven't had anyone join, so that's fine. That's all good. I wasn't I wasn't like expecting many people to join because, it is what it is. I'm a small YouTuber. I don't think I'm even a YouTuber. I'm just kind of like I'm just like a hey tuber, or I don't know. And that's live, so I can't even edit that out. That's sad. Oh well. Anyways, but actually, just quickly, I have been uploading some shorts recently, and I've had some comments on those. So thank you so much if you're one of those people. Thank you so much for commenting. That's amazing. Like that made me really happy. And then someone even mentioned how like, oh, your daughter, she's like adding stuff, and just if anyone's like curious, she'll just do that by herself. Like sometimes she'll be like, she'll grab my phone and make something, and then she'll show me. But most of like, there's a few of them that she's done, and she's actually done like so many more. Like she's done dozens, but most of them are private. So that's good because I like them to be private, because I'm like, oh, I don't really like, you're a little bit little. I don't really want you to be out there. You know what I mean? So yeah, but it's just fun. But I know, because yeah. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. But I'm going to be posting more. I want to be sharing more. I've finished studying, so this is probably going to be like my new thing to do in my spare time. Or I have more spare time now, so that's really good. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Have a good day. Where do we go? Again, can't edit this out. Oh well, that's fine.